Hi everyone, I'm Frank Daniels, and you're watching Football DataLab. We work with a database of over 30,000 active professional players across more than 80 performance metrics. Today, we're looking at how rare true chance creators really are and where they tend to cluster. We're starting with a histogram. Almost 8,000 professionals, one metric. Big chances created per season. The picture is striking. The vast majority of players don't reach even 5 in a full year. The bars drop off sharply to the right, a long tail, but an incredibly thin one. This isn't a sampling quirk, it's the underlying structure of professional football. And that immediately raises a question. Who are the handful sitting at 10, 15, 20 chances created? Are they pure outliers, or is there a pattern? More importantly, is this about individual quality, or does context shape the numbers? The league, the tactical role, the club? The data frames the question precisely, but it doesn't answer it yet. Okay, we've seen how the overall distribution breaks down. Now, let's look at how this metric holds up.
We established that these players are rare, but where do they actually cluster? The chart shows average big chances created per season by league across a sample of almost 4,200 players. Two leagues stand out, Saudi Arabia and Germany. That's surprising. Most conversations about creators default to Spain or France, not the Bundesliga paired with the Saudi Pro League. Two explanations. Saudi Arabia deliberately imports attacking players with global reputations, pulling the average upward. The Bundesliga explanation is more structural. It has historically rewarded high pressing and vertical football, where chances are generated at a higher rate. The Netherlands and England sit in the middle of the pack. Croatia and Australia are at the lower end, which makes sense. The overall level and density of attacking options in those leagues is simply lower. The takeaway is that league context shapes everything. Not every creator will thrive in every environment. Okay, that explains geography. Now let's see how individual numbers look at the...
We already saw which leagues concentrate the biggest chance creators. Now let's break down who they are by position, because that changes everything. Across a sample of more than 3,000 players, attacking midfielders and right wingers stand clearly apart from the rest. The gap to third place is meaningful, not statistical noise. One explanation is positional. An attacking midfielder receives the ball with his back to goal, turns, and immediately sees space opening up. A winger operates wide, forcing the defender to choose between the ball and a runner in behind. Both scenarios are structurally favorable for a penetrating pass. The other explanation is selective. Clubs simply place their most creative players in these roles. The position does not make a player dangerous. The dangerous player gets put in that position. That explains the clustering by role. Now let's see how the picture shifts over time and whether there...
We've broken down positions, but there's one more question worth asking. How different are elite players from everyone else, really? We're looking at a sample of almost 8,000 players. The top 10% by rating create big chances significantly more often than the rest, and by a meaningful margin. This isn't a marginal gap. It's a fundamental one. One explanation is simple selection. The players who reach elite level already know how to create chances, and their rating just reinforces that separation. The other explanation is about environment. Top players receive the ball in dangerous areas more often. Teammates make runs differently for them, and tactical systems are built around their strengths. The environment amplifies the natural quality. Most likely, both mechanisms are working at the same time. Truly elite chance creators are rare, and that's not just about talent, it's about what kind of system gets built around them. If this kind of analysis interests you, subscribe, and we'll be back in a few days with more breakdowns from the same dataset.